ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our singing star, Miss Kitty Reed.
Hello world, this is Miss Kitty Reed, and today on Amish Book Club we will be discussing Rachel by Mary Christner Borntrager. It is the third book in the Ellie's People series. It was published in 1990 by Herald Press. I have my assistant Connor today, and he is from the American Girl Biddy Twins line. To recap events of the previous books, Ellie, an Amish woman, marries David and has a daughter, Rebecca. Rebecca's future husband joined the Amish for her, but they both left the Amish to become Mennonites. Rebecca and her family moved to Central America to become missionaries. While there, she gave birth to Rachel. Rachel knows only the life of a missionary's daughter, playing with a local girl and growing up for 7 years, until unrest in their country causes missionaries to be sent home. Though her father would have stayed had he been a single man, he leaves Central America for the children's sake and goes back to the Amish and Mennonite community in the United States. Rachel has never left Central America and finds it hard to leave behind her homeland and adjust to life in America. Rachel instantly bonds with her Amish grandmother Ellie and soon becomes enamored with all things Amish. She loves the time she is allowed to go to Amish church with her cousins and wear Amish clothes. From an early age, Rachel is determined to someday be Amish. As Rachel grows, she spends summers with her grandmother, helping with chores and drawing closer and closer to her grandparents' hearts. Rachel's desire to be Amish grows from a childhood fascination to a deep, serious desire. Rachel's grandparents are thrilled at this and hope she can convince her parents to rejoin the Amish as well. Rachel is mocked by both her Mennonite and Amish friends for her goal of converting. Others just wonder what attracts her to the Amish church anyway. But Rachel learns to stick with her convictions, and at 16 formally announces her wishes to join the Amish church and gets her parents' approval. Rachel takes baptism classes with the other Amish youth. However, because she is coming from the Mennonite church and because her parents left the Amish after their baptisms, Rachel is subjected to constant, overbearing surveillance, with the church leadership and ordinary people reporting and chastising her for any minor infraction or even potential infraction. But Rachel perseveres. Now 17, she dates her Amish boyfriend, Norman. At long last, Rachel is baptized. She is finally part of the church she has longed for since she moved from Central America. The end. For what it was, this book was good. The close relationship between Rachel and Grandma Ellie was so sweet. A girl and her grandmother together is just a special kind of happy that makes for a nice read. The interesting dynamics of a Mennonite girl wanting to be Amish whose mother wanted the exact opposite is quite intriguing. It adds some tension to the story. However, this storyline was not examined nearly enough. In fact, nothing was examined nearly enough. Most interesting things about Rachel's journey are glossed over. This is because the book uses a lot of space on having the grandparents tell stories. At times, it feels that Rachel and her growth are framing devices for Amish morality stories and funny anecdotes. Now, these stories are okay, but they take up a good deal of real estate that would be better spent on investigating Rachel's story further. One thing that was examined was Rachel living in a sort of Amish 1984 where Big Brother was watching over her all the time. Though Rachel feels happy the elders care so much for her spiritual well-being, she was being subjected to a level of petty nitpicking that I'm not sure I can even comprehend. Rachel letting her hair down to dry in the evening in the privacy of her own home was heavily rebuked. The level of obsession over minute details never fails to astonish me about Amish life. It's one of the things that bothers me the most, and you really see why here. A lot of depth was missed in this story, but I like it for what it is. I will give this book a 5 out of 7. It's certainly not as good as the previous 2 books in the series, but it's plenty good for what it is. Our next book will be Mending Fences by Suzanne Woods Fisher. Please check with your local library to see if they have it on the shelves. If not, I am sure they would be happy to get it for you through interlibrary loan. Connor would like to remind all of you out there on the information superhighway to share your opinions in the comments and look at the video description for important links. This has been Amish Book Club with Miss Kitty Reed. This is Miss Kitty Reed and Connor signing off. See you later on Amish Book Club.
Norman,